We were going to talk U.S. Open. We were going to talk all about COVID. But given what happened yesterday with the NBA, and given that you're someone that really has fought for equality for your entire career, what is your initial take on the developments of the last 24 hours with the NBA?
I'm thrilled. It's not just the NBA. The WNBA has joined. It's been tennis has absolutely joined. We postponed our matches yesterday. We are going to continue to use our platform at the U.S. Open for positive change, for equality and justice. Arthur Ashe was a part of that as well back in the 70s. He and I were born the same year. We've always fought for equality for everyone. Black lives do matter. And we've got to keep our, the pedal to the metal. We can't let up now. We need to have change. And we need to help each other, be kind and good to each other. It's just so basic. It's scary. But the protest right now is really different from the 60s. You were all too young, but in the 60s, I was in my 20s. And President Kennedy died on my birthday in 63. He got assassinated. And in the 60s, when they had protests, like with Martin Luther King Jr., you have to remember we didn't have technology like we do now. And most of the protests were all people of color. They were all black people, basically. Now, everyone's together, and that's the change. And me, as far as my age group, my hair is on fire. I'm really excited because I think this is really the moment in time that we can truly, truly change things and go forward. Because the young kids, they have it right. They don't care what your color or your religion. They just get along so much better. But I love the protests. I love what they're doing. But I hope also that it's going to change financially for people of color because they don't make as much as white people. And women also. All women do not make as much as white males. And everyone has to be able to, everyone has to make money and have a good living because then the world will prosper.
Let's I want to move on and just talk about the U.S. Open, because that's why we were going to talk initially until some of these other things came along, more important things. But there's COVID, there's no fans, some players are not going to come. You know what? I'm still going to watch though, and I'm still excited about it. Is that okay? Can we pull this off?
Yes, I'm very excited because it's different, and I want to know how the players are going to adapt. I'm very, very interested. Usually on the big showcase courts where they have the highest seeds, they really thrive on this audience, whereas the lesser-ranked players aren't used to that. They usually do worse. But this is a totally different ballgame now. I am excited because at least they're fortunate, first of all, to have an opportunity to compete and to make a living. That's great. And then the Open has done a great job with the testing and the frequency and working with the health officials in New York. I mean, they've been spending months on this because I've kept up with it. I've talked to them. But it really gets down to personal responsibility and that they have their bubble. They have two bubbles, one for the players, one for the support team and all that. They're trying to do it right. And so the U.S. Open's been very, very adaptable. I have two sayings as a coach. Pressure is a privilege and champions adjust or adapt. And when COVID started in March and we started to isolate March 17th, in New York City, Lilana, my partner, and me. And I just said, champions adapt, champions adjust. This is what this is all about. It's one ball at a time.